I choose to enlist. I had graduated high school and didn't want to go to college, and they did have money for college, so I joined the Army and became a military police officer. My mother freaked out. She was not happy at all because I wanted a dog and she said we couldn't have a dog. She thought that was why I joined. My dad was proud because he was in the Navy. My brother was in the Air Force, so but my mom freaked out. Well, I saw Stripes, the movie, but I really had no idea. My recruiter had told me some things to pay attention to when I got there, and I did exactly what he told me to, so I had it pretty easy. Oh, definitely would do it again. I wanted to go air assault. I would have asked. When I joined up, when you join, you can request certain things. Just be ready. I've met a lot of different people from I lived in New England all my life, so if you didn't come from New England, I really didn't meet too many people outside. I'm down in the deep south and learned a lot of things real quick. Well, right now, Gaza, over in Israel, I was in a peacekeeping force in between Israel and Egypt. I used to live like 20 miles from Gaza City. So, but when I was over there, we got to go to, I had to go multiple camps. So one time I woke up in the camp and I was a dog handler. My dog had to stay in my room at this particular site because they didn't have kennels. And when I kept on trying to put my boot on, that dog kept on taking that boot. We literally having a fight, and she was growling at me and everything, which was very unlike him. And finally the boot fell out and a scorpion about this big crawled out of the boot. After that, I always made sure that I checked my boots before I put my foot in it. My first duty assignment was at Fort Drum, New York. I remember I was going to work one day and it was 23 below zero before the wind chill. And it seemed like it snowed every day. I literally would go around, looking for people, poachers and deer hunters, and make sure people's traps were illegal and stuff like that. And I could drive on a road for 8 hours and never go over. I could cross a road, but I'd never be on the same road twice. And then from there, I went to dog school at Lackland Air Force Base. And then my first duty assignment was in South Korea as a dog handler. And that was the first time I was out of the country, so it was a very unique situation. I learned to be extremely flexible and always have a backup plan because nothing ever seems to go right. And to this day, I always pay attention to my surroundings when I go into any place. I always pay attention to where the exits are, and if I had to leave the building in a quick hurry, I know how to do it. Well, I would have never met my wife because I had money to go to college, and I met my wife in college. And I probably would have never came to Oklahoma to go to college, but I had a military buddy that had gotten out of the Army, and she was here, so I came to school. They said I've sent my application there in Massachusetts and Virginia, and I decided Oklahoma because at the time the tuition was fairly inexpensive. So I would have never met my wife if I had came to school here. I would say that it's good. Um, just make sure you know what you want. A lot of people don't know of all the different fields in the military. A lot of people think you can be a pilot, or you can be a drive a tank, or you can be a soldier. I would tell them, I think it would be a good thing, but you have to pay attention. And there's 1,001 jobs. If there's a civilian job, there's a military job of the same thing. So you really, really have to look before you make any decisions.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you.